we need to hit rock bottom. Like, whoa, like wake up call, reality check. Took you to that point where your life had to break and crumble down for you to realize where you are in life and where you actually want to be. When my life hit rock bottom, I was genuinely so fucking excited because I was like, I just know it's gonna get so good from here. And you have to start believing in that, because it's really easy to fall down the path of, oh my God, how hard can my life get now? Just have the emotional conviction that life is gonna get so good for you. Hi guys. Okay, welcome back. I'm like so excited to like talk to you guys. Like I have so much like I want to just spill. Like I'm just like yapping mood right now, and there is this quote that I've had pinned on my TikTok for a while, and I wanted to talk about it because I was literally on call with like my best friend just now, and just having like a whole deep session with her of like life purpose and like waking up, you know, waking up to our consciousness. And it's so scary to see how many people are actually not conscious. Okay, so sometimes the universe and God will break your comfort to wake you up. There's this quote, I'm gonna open it up right now, and it says, your lowest point is the doorway to your highest self. For when the heart breaks, something far deeper is taking place than mere misfortune. Oh my God, misfortune. We often don't realize the value of darkness until it has passed, for only in the absence of light we learn to become the light. The human mind seeks comfort, but the soul stirs for change. It longs to grow, not to stay the same. And the meaning of life is just to feel, to be and feel alive. Yet we resist the very currents that are pulling us into deeper awareness of that aliveness. You're not here to chase happiness like it's a dog chasing its tail. Happiness is a byproduct of becoming whole, and the wholeness requires contrast, dark and light, sorrow and joy, breaking and rebuilding. So when it hurts, let it hurt. Don't run, sit with it, listen with it. And when you finally rise from it, you'll realize the joy was never in the outcome, but in the transformation. Feed the soul, not the ego. Choose evolution, not the escape. And the light you're searching for will no longer be something you find. It will be something you are. And I'm going to quote in my description from who it is, because I can't remember. Like that whole quote was just so eye-opening. And you know when you feel gravitated towards like a certain like quote, but like you understand it, but like every time you come back to it, you resonate so much more. You fully understand the depths and the whole meaning behind it because you're actually living in it. That's how I'm feeling. And you know, like probably a year ago, deadass, like that was one of my lowest points in my life. Yet I'm trying not to speak it into existence, okay? But it generally was, and I know it will get so much better, and but I was talking to my best friend about it, and I was like, because she is going through a lot of discomfort right now, and she is hitting a point where she's not satisfied with life, she's not feeling whole, she's not happy, and it's like she in a place where she thought she should be because this is like all she's ever wanted, but she's also realizing like this is not what she also signed up for as well. You know when you manifest something and on paper it looks great, but when you actually experience it, it's like this is actually not what I wanted. And I know like a lot of people feel that way, and genuinely that's how I was feeling like this past couple weeks, to be honest. Like, and waking up and realizing that and being conscious of that, I was like, this is actually not what I signed up for. And I think sometimes when we manifest stuff, like we tend to manifest things without truly understanding like, is this what I'm supposed to do. And when you finally live it and you're seeing like the cracks of reality for what it is in whole's like full nature, like you realize like, okay, there's something so much more out there for me. And you have to sit with yourself, like, what is it, you know? What is your true calling? And talking to my friend about this, I really had to sit her down, because I'm like, you are entering the discomfort that you didn't know you had like a week ago. You know, something in her work environment triggered her and disrespected her, and she got really irked out, and it made her want to quit her job in that very moment. And she started to realize the cracks of this dream job that she's always wanted, right? And that was the same experience I was feeling like last year, a couple months ago even, okay? And it generally is a feeling I feel like everyone goes through, and you probably might be going through it right now, you know? And sometimes like it can feel like you're rock bottom, and generally it is for some people. That is your awakening. Like that is a sign from God, the universe, telling you to wake the fuck up and start realizing, like, is this what you want? Are you satisfied in life? Like genuinely, are you satisfied in life? Do you feel wholeheartedly happy? Like, do you feel genuinely like your whole self? Like, do you feel like you're living in your purpose? Like, really sit on that for a second. Like, ask yourself, like, it's straight up yes or no. Like, maybe so, yes or no. I had that realization a while back, and I felt like I was questioning the whole universe. I was questioning, why am I here? Like, what you feel this potential in yourself, and if you don't feel that, like someone has called you out on it, you know, like you're really good at public speaking, you're really good at doing this or that, like you have something that you have to give to the world. That is your gift in life, right? That is your biggest strength, but it could also be your biggest insecurity that is blocking you, delaying you from your true path and your abundance in life. And I feel like a lot of people aren't conscious of it, and it's like sad in a way that's like, whoa, like if you really think about it, how many people are conscious to know if they are living in their full truth? Let me read back on this. So, when the heart breaks, something far deeper is taking place than mere misfortune. And this can apply to so many things in life. Like, say for example, my friend, right? She is so frustrated that she is stagnant in life. She's feeling very stuck in her position right now, and she knows she can be doing more, but she's not. Like, we need to start pushing ourselves for like the most conviction we have for ourselves. We need to find that in us and start to realize like we ourselves have so much potential, even if no one else sees it, because you need to see that in yourself first in order for other people to see you in that light, right? And in a sense, it's like also manifesting for yourself, right? Also gaslighting yourself to gaslight others to think you of this way, and use it in a good or bad way. It works. But yeah, it really starts with you, like, and about your perception of yourself, right? And the next line it said was, the human mind seeks comfort, but the soul stirs for change. It's really meaning like you're waking up and you realize like you so used in like to this routine in life, right? Whether it's your 9 to 5, whether it's your part-time, whether you're just maybe unemployed, or I don't know, wherever you are in life, if you're feeling stuck and you're comfortable, but you know like there is something else that you should be doing, you should be progressing and advancing for more for yourself, like, and you know in your mind like you have this gift, okay, maybe you realize it or not, maybe this is a time for you to understand, like, and learn, explore yourself. Like, what is it that, like, I am passionate about? Like, what am I good at that I don't maybe recognize in myself that, like, I could share about to the world, I could represent to the world, express to the world, anything, because everyone is their own niche, you know? Like, you are a product of yourself. That didn't make any sense, but, like, you generally are the niche. Like, everyone is so different in their own ways, and the things that we struggle in life is honestly the thing that, like, we should be expressing and sharing about to the world. And it's hard because it's like, when you think about all these overthinking thoughts of, like, how will people perceive me, how will people think of me, like, when you put down that mask, it's like so raw and bare that it's like, oh, like, it's scary. It's fucking scary, and I know it is. I'm scared sometimes too, and it's like, oh, like, that's a lot. It's overwhelming, and it's good to take baby steps. But when you have that thought in your head already and it's placed in your mind, it's never gonna leave your head. It's gonna sit there rent free in the back of it, wondering, am I meant for more? Like, am I meant to get out of this certain job, out of this sticky situation? That thought is already placed in your head that you know you need to get out of. Start doing more for yourself. And I think that's where I'm getting at. The following quote also says, like, it longs to grow, not to stay the same. And the meaning of life is just to be and feel alive. And yet we resist the very currents that are pulling us into deeper awareness about aliveness. Sometimes we're so comfortable in our, like, 9 to 5 or whatever that, like, we get scared to live. Like, we complain that, like, oh my God, like, I have like 2 days only to live. Like, we could do so much more with that. Like, and it's hard to say in a sense of, like, it's like everyone has their own circumstance, but, like, are you truly happy where you are right now? Like, think about it. Just think about it for a second. Is this what you imagine yourself for the next 30, 40 years of your life? Oh my God. I'm an opal time. Oh my God. My opal just turned on. So, like, I have screen time saving on right now, and it's like it's been blocking my apps, y'all. So I'm like waiting like 30 seconds for it to let me load my apps on. Excuse me. Anyways, when we think about it, like, we get so tired from work and we're so drained from, like, our work kind of sucking the soul out of us at times that, like, we don't even have energy to live. And it's like, we have to think about it, and it's scary. It really is. But we think in, like, what are we passionate about? Like, will this job make me feel alive? Like, are we truly living? And I don't know if it's out of touch. I hope it's not. Like, I hope it resonates with people. But I don't think it's out of touch. Like, genuinely, like, you could be still having your 9 to 5 and creating your passion project on the side. Something that motivates you, gets you through your day to make you feel, like, more whole, you know? And I think people need to start living more in that state, you know? And it makes me so sad to see people get so drained from work that like, there's nothing else they're truly living for, you know? And they're slaving away working under someone when they could also be working for themselves. And I think that's something that can be a little controversial. Like, some people really do enjoy the jobs, and I love that for them. If you are satisfied where you are, that's amazing. Like, if you feel fully content, like, that's all you, gang. Like, it's all you. But I'm speaking for people that generally feel like they're not happy in life. They don't feel like they're living in their purpose. And I question that for myself sometimes, and it's hard to fully feel convicted in myself if I'm doing the right thing every day. Am I making steps forward to really living my true purpose, my true passion? And it's hard because like I question and I doubt myself, but I know the more time I start doing something and I put consistent habits towards it, it's also building my emotional conviction and my new identity. The more you do something, it over compounds, and it is creating the new you, right? The new upgraded you that you first of all believed in, and now other people are starting to see that, and they're going to see the new identity in you, and the old one is going to fade away. And yeah, and sometimes the old past, your old life will be knocking on that damn door, and you better not open that, because that's not the old you anymore, okay? It says you're not here to chase happiness like it's a dog chasing its tail. Happiness is a byproduct of becoming whole, and the wholeness requires contrast. Dark and light, sorrow and joy, breaking, rebuilding. And sometimes we need to hit rock bottom. You don't have to. Generally, it could be a really minor thing that happened in your life that snapped you out of it. Like, whoa, like wake up call, reality check. Like, hello, what am I doing? Where am I, right? But if it took you to that point where your life had to break and crumble down for you to realize where you are in life and where you actually want to be, and the space and gap between it, dude, that's a sign. That's a whole big sign. And it's actually genuinely so exciting, because think about it. Like, you have so much ahead of you to... Okay, that was weird. I don't know why I blurred out. But like, genuinely, when you hit rock bottom, I felt this and I know this is like a weird feeling that not a lot of people do, but when my life hit rock bottom, I was genuinely so fucking excited, because I was like, I just know it's gonna get so good from here. If it can go really bad, it can go really fucking good, and it is, okay? And you have to start believing in that, because it's really easy to fall down the path of, oh my god, how hard can my life get now? Don't manifest that, because once you start having those spiraling thoughts, it may get worse. And like, that is not the mindset we want to have, and it's so easy to fall down that rabbit hole. But generally be so fucking excited for what's ahead of you, because it's going to be great. And keep repeating that to yourself, because the more you do, the more it will. And you have to fully believe that, because if you're like pretending it is and you're just saying it, like, it's not going to happen, baby. Like, it generally is not. So generally, just look forward. Even if you don't know what's ahead of you, it's so fucking scary, I know. And I have a really bad habit of like planning out the next, I don't know, 20 years of my life step by step. It is so hard, and I'm breaking that habit like right now. Like, but just walk in it with full confidence in yourself that you will get where you need to be. Whether you believe in the universe, whether you believe in God, whether anything, just have the emotional conviction that life is going to get so good for you. And maybe it has to hit rock bottom, and if it does, so be it, right? There has to be bad to be good, right? So I'm giving you an analogy of like a battery. There has to be negative for it to be positive. If it can get really fucking bad, it can get really fucking good. And I think I've repeated. Last part of the quote said, so when it hurts, let it hurt. Don't run, sit with it, listen with it, and when you finally rise from it, you'll realize the joy was never in the outcome, but in the transformation. And this is where people kind of die out, okay? When they're in the process. And it's scary when you start trying to sit with it. It's like, holy shit, you know, like, and I feel like sometimes the universe tests you in ways like, can you really handle all this right now? Because if you can handle all this bullshit right now that's getting towards your way, you're able to handle all the good things in life, right? Because it's also teaching you discipline and resistance in yourself, and discipline of controlling your emotions, right? It also helped me personally regulate my own emotions of, okay, if I can handle this much bad, let me handle it with grace. And sometimes you don't have to be graceful. You can, but like you generally don't, okay? And like use that anger, redirect that anger or that frustration or stagnation within you, and use it as fuel and passion to steer your life where you want to be in the next year, week, I don't know, however time frame you want it to be. But there is always a discomfort part where a lot of people don't like to sit with, and it is generally hard. But once you actually are able to feel comfortable and like face it head on, that's when the real test is shown of, can you handle your own bullshit? And if you can, like, you can handle so much else and all the good things that comes with it, because you need to face all the bad in order for the universe and God to give you more abundance and like more gifts, right? So start asking, like, God, show me how good it can get, and God will. A lot of people just kind of think of the outcome. They don't think of the process and the transformation, and that's where people start to feel even more discomfort. And that's the second test, I feel like, of it all, is, can you handle the transformation? Can you handle yourself changing? Can you handle your boundaries getting more stricter, right? Your program getting more fucking stricter this year. Can you handle that? Because where you want to be 5 years down the line, you need to have these character traits, right? Can you change for the better? And you ask yourself that, can you do that? But yeah, and a lot of people hate to sit with themselves. So I think that's the first thing of like feeling comfortable, allowing yourself to face your own problems as just problems, but not part of you. And being able to confront them head on and understand the depths of it as life is flowing. Okay, life is moving, but it's not coming towards, like, it's not moving against you. Life is just lifing, okay? It's never working against your wave. And it's really all about perspective, honestly. Everything is about perspective when you really think about it. But the next part of it says, feed the soul, not the ego. Okay. And this is where like the true purpose comes from. And I had to ask myself, am I doing this for me, or am I doing this for how people see me, or how I want people to perceive me? And that will help you dictate whether something feels right for you, right? If something is speaking to your soul instead of your ego, like, will this make me actually feel content, or is just validating me in some sort of way? Next part says, choose evolution, not the escape. And the light you're searching for will no longer be something you find. It will be something you are. And I love this quote because it reminds me of how I say the liner, the pursuit of happiness, because the transformation is really the journey of it all. And that's where the fun part is. It's scary, but like when you look back and you think like, oh my God, 5 years from now, like I'm gonna be this person. And you look back and you realize like you missed like those 5 years of you growing, evolving, changing, for you to be that person 5 years later, right? And it goes hand in hand of like not enjoying the process, just looking at the outcome. And I think that's where people get so attached to the end result that it kind of runs away from them in a way. And we just forget to really enjoy life as it is. And even when shit is happening to us, shit is going downhill, there's always more good than bad, I like to believe. Choose the evolution. Enjoy every step of the way, because you'll look back and you realize, like, I really was so focused on the outcome that I didn't even see myself grow and appreciate the small moments that took you to get there. Like, I think, like, it's so, yeah. And so, like, I feel like this whole video was just kind of like dissecting this really favorite quote of mine. And I'll pin it on this video for you guys to read it over, especially my description as well. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and where you are in life, and like what's making you frustrated of your current position right now, and what you feel like your life purpose is. You know, leave them in the comments. Because I personally feel like my life purpose is to talk to you guys, speak to you freely, express whatever's on my mind about this, because I'm such a big advocate of like helping people find their own true purpose. And if it's like me awakening something myself and helping other people awakening something in themselves, like, that is my goal, that is my purpose. And sharing that and relaying that to y'all, and also sharing you guys like my personal experience and journey as I'm living through it is also part of it. And every day we're just becoming our best selves, our best version of ourselves. And no one is, 100% about themselves at times. We are constantly changing. We are constantly like finding our next purpose. Like, what should we do next? And I feel like we just don't have one. We have many different types in certain stages of our lives. And yeah, I think those are some of my thoughts and theories. But yeah, but I love you guys. Trust the process. It's been so great talking to you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah!